Hello, I hope everyone enjoying. My name is Anna. I'm for the first time in Kyiv. It's my first experience in online tours. Hello, hello. And unfortunately today will be unusual tour. It's not usual and something beautiful like usually you see. We are in Borodyanka, it's small town near Kyiv. 45 kilometers from Kyiv and 25 kilometers from my native town, Bucha. Unfortunately, it was destroyed very much during the occupation, and today I will show you the main street, and you will see how this town look like. Yes, I'm safe now. Thank you. I'm waiting for everyone before starting. I hope everyone is here who wanted to see the tour. Okay, I think I will start. We are in the entrance of the town. It's entrance of the town. The Borodyanka is general is enough old town. Enough old town from from 1,190 years it was built this town in general. Look here, in this place was the best restaurant in Borodyanka, the best. We celebrated here the birthdays, we celebrated weddings. By the way, Borodyanka is also a native town for me. My relatives are from here, my cousin lives here, my uncle and aunt. So my childhood was in Borodyanka very often. It's usual house where lived people. Unfortunately, all apartment destroyed. All apartment and this house. And I don't know if government will build new on this place. We will go far, main street of town. Yes, and 1 second, I will show a little else begin. Maybe who didn't see from you. That was shops, these little houses. The ruins of Borodyanka in Kyiv region are the most recognizable sense. Usually pictures are almost from Borodyanka. It's the most destroyed town. I will come a little closer to show you. You can see closer all of the apartment. It's only the first house which we see. It was during March. During March, Borodyanka was occupied by Russian. During all months, Russian was here. In the first 3 days of March, Borodyanka survived 4 air raids. The Russian military drops dozens of bombs on 7 high-rise buildings. in the main street. Let's see. It was everything one house, one building, by bombs. We will see some parts of houses, apartments. So we will go far. It's not all. Okay. Look, after this house, the next one also destroyed. The same. Sometimes very sunny weather, and sometimes I see bad. What population you ask? And till 400 was killed or died after the bombs. Will go far. How it will be rebuilt, I don't know. It's everything depends on the government. They say maybe they will build this house in other place, but I don't know. And it's very expensive. Unfortunately, here too much houses, too much families without house. But during this situation, some people was inside in house, in apartments, and unfortunately they was burned alive. We even don't know exactly how many people was died. We know it's approximately till 400. Now we see the next house. Here to stand dangerous because something going down still. You see, yes, go faster here because still everything is moving. I will go a little far and show you. Here also all apartments are destroyed, fully destroyed. Here lived one of the friends of my father before he had apartment here. Look at what do you like. I live in Bucha. Bucha is also damaged enough, but in Bucha there are a lot of killed people. If to speak about Borodyanka, here was died a lot of people because of bombs, because of destroyed houses. will go a little faster because I should show you more things. What Russians expected? Uh, Look, when Russian soldiers came here, um, people began using some cocktails, Molotovs, or other guns from windows, and they decided to destroy all houses during the central street. Some part, some part will go a little faster. And look, next house fully destroyed. Next house. Um, Somebody you say is made these tools, but I didn't see in Hegel that somebody shows Borodyanka. I don't know. Maybe somebody shows, but it's my first time here, and I began from this town because I think people should see what Russian did. This third house, and by the way, some people hide it in basement, and this situation shows that to be in basement also dangerous. A lot of people was died in basement. Here was some private house. There is nothing from it. And the next one is also private house. About 200 people are disappeared. Some people were reported abducted, interrogated, and taken to Belarus. These houses are destroyed too. In general, 8 high-rise buildings were destroyed fully, and 32 was partially damaged. We will go closer to the center, where is the most famous place with monument of Taras Shevchenko. I write a lot, and sometimes if I miss, sorry, if I miss the replies or ask Kelsey if I didn't say something. Yes, a lot of folk and a lot of here is little parties in some gates. The Russian painted their marks. If you know, it's B or Z, but it's a little far from here because in general a lot of houses destroyed. Private houses is about 500 is destroyed, but in general place, not only in Central Street. We are walking from this house, and if you see from here, even that house was burned from tank. You say a lot about Olga, but you say from Prague or from she showed Borodyanka or I don't know, but I didn't see. I saw she showed or she or other guy showed Bucha and Irpin in one tour. I don't know how she could show during 1 hour or some minutes two towns. I'm going to show during walking in different tours, Bucha and Irpin. Irpin also is very, very destroyed. We see the other house fully destroyed. Here, and we are going. People who live here told that after these bombs, the part of people, legs, hands, even head was outside. It was very, very terribly. Some people was inside, some was in basement, some was in apartment. As I told you before, it everything was one house. Everything from here to here. Everything was one building. Some people was in basement, but in this case, they also died because building was fully destroyed and people was under this. Yes, some trees is okay, but look, some trees there is no already because these bombs was from helicopter. It was special using for houses because some people used guns or cocktails, molotovs. They tried to save their town from Russian, and so after this, Russian destroyed. Now I will show you this house. It's from tank. It's from tank here. Look, it's partially damaged. This part is so-so, only broken windows. This is burned, and there is also broken windows. In the center where we go now is the most famous two houses because in their basements was the most people. I will show you. Look, Borodyanka is located near Kyiv. It's Kyiv region. If you know, Russian was here during March. After April, they went from north of Ukraine, and Russian now in the east and in the south of Ukraine. Yes, now is, as you know, Kherson region is occupied, Donetsk, Lugansk is occupied, and Russian also tried to reach Kharkov, Kharkiv, but they went from north and live towns in this state. Here is not no east, it's north, near Kyiv, 45 kilometers from Kyiv. Here is a little better, some houses, but far. Oh, you will see the store fully destroyed. It was destroyed by tank. Yes, they are very brave, and we appreciate very much it. Yes, in Ukraine, a lot of occupied, especially on the east and south of Ukraine. Borodyanka, as Bucha, as Irpin, and Stomel, and Makarev, and a lot of towns on the north was occupied during all March. Okay, we'll go far. Look, destroyed. A lot of houses damaged like this. It's a lot. About 32 houses partially destroyed. Only some apartments in some place. You can see the houses far that they are the most important, the most damaged, the most destroyed. This house I will show you, it's also partially damaged. Apartments during all this side is destroyed. People afraid. For example, me, I was recently in Croatia, and I'm going there to go else because I'm a refugee there. But the most scared for us if it will be repeated, if Russian will scare us. We are afraid it the most. Now it's from day to day some shops is opening, life is going. Here during all March, as in Bucha and other towns, wasn't electricity, water, gas, and no one shops, no one. People prepared what they have on the streets, in the yard, because there was nothing. No electricity, no water, nothing. Here is in this part a lot of houses with broken windows, but you will see now the most terribly house, and here is the most died people. We are going. During March, people told about 90% went from town from the first days of war. It's the end of February. But other 10% was here, and a lot of from them or was died in house or was killed by Russian. Russian also killed some people and raped women as in Bucha. But in Bucha it was the most. In Bucha more people was died because of killing, because they was killed. Borodyanka, the main reason they died during these bombs. So that's why I try to show you the most. During the day tomorrow I'm going to show you me, and I would like to show you Borodyanka Kyiv. Beautiful. By the way, a lot of dogs are without people because people run. Oh, it's a single beautiful part in Borodyanka now. It's lake. It's only here some look like looks so far. From this house, people made strikes because government don't want rebuild houses in this place. They want to make to build apartments in other place or want to live here because it's the center. I think from now I should change the road because from this part you will see better. Some owners left, yes. A lot of people went before this. When war began in February, people ran. But some, especially old people or people who didn't know where to go, uh, decided to be at home during this time, was died. Everything was one building, one huge building. And under this, in basement, was died till 50 people is the most. You say it's about dogs. Some people don't have even car and they look for the possibility to go out and here with other people. And look, it's apartment. It looks like now. You can see every apartment which is here.
Washing machine.
There's doors, washing machine is there a lot. You know, this basement was there are most people from this house. We will go to the main square and I will show you from there these two destroyed houses. That one and which we saw now. It's a famous square in Borodyanka. It's monument of Taras Shevchenko, our Ukrainian poet. And Russian soldiers even sheltered in this monument. You can see. I don't know you see or not how it's damaged because it's under the sun. People around, some people came back home who has home here. They came back, of course, who didn't run didn't go abroad. They usually come back home. Who are abroad now sat there. This famous Ukrainian poet, and this is the main picture which you can see in news in a lot of places. Yes, it's Ukrainian national poet, yes. And he even wrote about relationship with between Ukrainian and Russian because we had bad relationship in past also. Yes, it's Shevchenko, Taras Shevchenko. Yes, yes, they are monsters because do this. It's so terribly. It's usual people. It's not some strategic place or soldiers or military. It's usual houses. In Borodyanka there is nothing from military. It's usual town with people. And other one, you see, the other one. Because in this house in basement was 50 dead people in basement. Some of them was burned. Some of them didn't have possibility to eat and drink because they sat here during all March and they was died. People who was in apartment in this time was burned. So we even don't know exactly how many people was inside. What inside in building? Nothing. Everything burned. Look closer, and I will go to that building. Will show you. Here lived people. Some people bought apartment, began new life. A lot of new families with small children. Show you the closer, but it's dangerous to come very close to building. It also was one building. I don't know, you see, good. This part is fully burned. This house of culture Here usually children made the concerts or went to dance. This building is okay, only there was broken windows. The most destroyed residential house in Borodyanka. There are a lot of private houses also fully destroyed, but in the different places. During shelling, they was damaged or destroyed. Yeah, it's terribly. In this house in basement, there were people from two houses, from two nine-story buildings hiding here. They wanted to be together, but this was destroyed almost. The people told in this house, in the summer apartment, during a long time, there was little cat. They stand in, if I remember right, in that part, but in the corner, and people saved them. He single who was survived with small cat. Uh, by the way, during the second big war, Borodyanka uh, wasn't destroyed. Only one house was burned. One small private house. That's all. Germany was here. They even lived sometime in Borodyanka, but they didn't destroy civil house, residential buildings, private houses. Today is very nice sunny weather, but unfortunately this view makes sad, and how long it will be, we don't know. Okay, we will go a little far. I will show you the most this important place in Borodyanka, and we will walk and see a little far. In usually in private houses, in small houses, uh, people was killed by Russian because they came to them. They didn't come to people in apartments. It's more difficult. They came to houses for finding food or something, and they killed one of my friend. his girlfriend, and her father was killed. He took the bicycle and decided to run through the forest and meet Russians, and they killed him. That man was found in the forest in Borodyanka, or found died, unfortunately. So all the apartments burned here, but here we don't see apartments anymore. Here was a lot of parts from buildings, parts of people. Of course, local people cleaned here, but now it's much cleaner here because you can imagine would be, what was before. Yes, Croatia is also beautiful, and I'm going to show you in Croatia the old castle, one of the old castles you will see. But now I'm in Ukraine and want to show you the most what I can to show you here. That was all one building. Now the same situation in Mariupol, in Kherson, in a lot of towns and cities on the south and west of Ukraine. And if we will not stop the war, more towns will be with Borodyanka.
Borodyanka, центральная, 353.
It's all one house. Yes, people lived here and was happy, had their plans, new families, but unfortunately the war took the happiness or life of somebody. Terrible, really terrible. You see, before this, we had advertising about weddings. People was happy here. A lot of Russians don't understand. They say it's different, or Ukrainian did it, or it's fake. I heard a lot of things from Russian side about fake. So, how it's really fake. It's really not. People live here. I played with my cousin. And it's very sad to see this situation. Yeah, we are going walking to the main street. The stores was robbed during the occupation, so people didn't have possibility to take some food because Russian destroyed, robbed, and after some people who was the first took some food, some main things, and after this all shops was empty. That big building was a little damaged too. Its shops in supermarket after under this building it was damaged also and robbed. So now it's closed. Only small shops is working. Here was usual private house. Here somebody lived.
How?
Somebody lived here and we don't know who. Somebody was inside. No, with the doors standing. But our house lost destroyed. Yeah, lost. In news I read in general 500 houses in Borodyanka destroyed like this, fully destroyed. Look, it's the roof. The roof, and somebody lives here also. This shopping mall with supermarket. Everything burned. Supermarket is robbed. I know really know Russian people who doesn't believe it. I know personally these people and I cannot speak with them. Of course, somebody understands, but I see not too much people really understand because Russian propaganda is very, very strong and they believe their government more than even their relatives. Spoils. Oh, and what I told before, we, the Russian put we, and after this, I think it's somebody other make other. They even on the gates of private houses used this. We and that. Two cars of my relatives was stolen and neighbors saw that was on the cars and maybe they went to Belarus and Russia to this. Well, here it's a place for children. People try to live again, to live far. And look, here something also empty and spoiled. It was store, I think, too. So I tried to show you the most. I tried to show you the most part, the most famous, the most important in Borodyanka. I'm for the first time in Hego, and so if I didn't say something or didn't do something which I should, I don't know, maybe sorry. If I didn't reply on all your messages because here is sun and maybe I didn't read everything I tried to see. But sorry, I will read your messages more. Tomorrow I am going to show you Irpin, and if everything will be okay, I will go to Kyiv on Saturday. And if there will be not a raid warning, because it's often now, and especially the center of Kyiv is dangerous now when warning, because the rockets can fly there. Thank you very much to support Ukraine, to support us. Thank you very much. I hope it will finish soon. We are waiting the finish very much. Thank you. And waiting for you in my our other tours. Now I will go. Bye.